Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Path of Exile. Last episode we defeated King Kaum in what was a surprisingly short fight. I don't think I've ever smashed him into the floor that quickly. So now we're gonna go into the Daresso stream and see how he responds to a big hammer to the face. Ooh, ow. I get instantly charged by a soul conduit, a rare, and a pack of Perandus boys. Here, put the totem up. And we can open the Perandus chest. With loot, lots of loot. Lots of loot, lots of loot. It's funny how things mostly explode on the first hit of Earthquake. Most of the time they don't even have a chance to get hit by the second wave. Which is good, I suppose, because then we have a lot of backup damage that we could be doing, but that we are not right now. Also, I feel Fortify is being applied rather rapidly and rather well. I'm mostly using Earthquake, which no longer has the endurance charge on melee stun. I exchanged that for Fortify, so that way by using Fortify or using Earthquake I can keep Fortify up all the time. And we still have a lot of... that's Fortify, yeah. We still have a lot of endurance charges that just keep on stacking. Some of them are because I have a 20% chance whenever I get hit to gain a charge. But the other ones are of course from the... How much percent is it right now? 23% chance to get one from killing enemies that are affected by a Warlord's Mark. And Warlord's Mark is responsible for all those interesting looking orange squiggles over their heads. And as a result, I actually hardly make use of Zervi's Last Breath anymore, because my mana just stays topped up. Even if I just keep attacking with Earthquake, it's very hard to actually get my mana to go down, because the moment I hit an enemy, I just leech mana again from them. So if I just keep missing, then I slowly drag my mana down. But just hitting a couple of enemies is gonna fill it up here. See, I just gained a lot of leech and it's just back to full. And that's all from Warlord's Mark. So I can actually add a lot more expensive links to my Earthquake in order to make it even more powerful and make it use more mana. And then as a result I actually have some use again for Zervi's Last Breath as a safety item, because as it stands now my mana regen is not really going to last very long because I am very full on mana. So I'm not going to use the regen effect and the life regen especially to its full benefit. Which is a shame, I think, but I suppose it happens. Yeah. And we just keep running and keep killing. At some point we will find Barcool, and then we will get access to the proper arena. I mean, this is a 37 area, I'm 42, so I'm slightly over leveled as well. It helps, definitely helps. Let's see, level up on the Golem. Golem is actually doing a pretty good job. I'm very happy with the Stone Golem so far. It repeatedly drives itself to low HP situations as a result of it just pulling a lot of aggro. They did a really good job with the taunt skill to just make it attract enemies. Works pretty darn well. And if they're attacking the golem, they're not attacking me, and that's especially something I value. Because the less enemies attack me, the less damage I take, the less I have to tank, the less danger I will be in. Hello there, Mr. Barcool. Here, get over here. I'll put a totem up. Okay. You know, now you're just being annoying. Here, stay still. Whirling about. What does he think he is? A player? An exile? No cyclone for you. So between the totem and the golem, I now have 2 distractions I can throw at enemies. Hopefully the net result will be that I remain safer. Let's see, exits over here. And then there should be an exit, yes, into the Grand Arena. And that's the waypoint. In terms of speed, this is a way shorter level than the Calm's area. Calm actually has multiple rather large outdoor areas before you face him, while Daresso has the small narrow. It's almost like the trenches where the fighting happens that we just had. And then after that you have these connecting sequences between the proper arenas. I believe there are 3 arenas in a row. And then you get to the Grand Arena to fight Daresso himself. Let's see, Blasphemy is now intelligence limited. So let's hide it. Ooh, a ghost. Actually, yeah, we got it. If it's not gonna run towards enemies, then we might as well take it out. Okay. This is a bit of a lackluster one. Not a lot of enemies. Oh well. We don't need a lot of enemies. We are ahead in level, so. Ooh, Perandus chest here. That's nice, actually. So what do? You're fractured. Oh, that's gonna be fun. And... oh, come on. Here. Explode. Explode. Oh yeah. And they explode as well. Yeah, I have a totem. Also, you're annoying, standing on the side, just trying to kill me. Liana, the indebted peasant. And that's a first. I kill her. And we get some coins. It's not a terribly large amount, to be honest. It's only 5 coins. But it's level 38. Might be that they nerfed it a little bit. Or that I just was lucky with finds in the past. That's also very, very possible. I mean, a lucky RNG streak might make you believe that something is more powerful than it really is. A yellow. Let's re-summon the golem. Do some slamming into the doggies. The fire doggies. Hot doggies. Ooh, they got a corrupted bloodline, so that they inflict corrupting blood. That's actually interesting, because can I deal with bleeding? Burning, freezing, chilling. No, I still need to fix bleeding. Then again, life regen like this you can get away with quite a bit. Because you can just outrun most degen effects that are placed on you. Alright, let's keep running this way. If we see uniques, we know we're in the right spot. We are in the right spot. Yes. Okay, let's see. That Cycloner is just gonna follow us, so let's just focus on the caster. Mavian, dead. The Macquarie, dead. let's see. Trunks, always good to loot those. Let's have a look at the other casters. Or let's actually have a look at the others which are casters. Looking at the other casters implies that the previous ones were also dedicated casters. Right. I think I've tagged everything now. Wait. Let's send them in to the center here. Here, I've done Golem. One earthquake. Boom. 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 It works. Raw damage just works. So maybe on higher difficulties you get the extra casters and the extra uniques. Hey, Ring of Blades, Mr. Daresso. Okay, I'm gonna do the silly thing first. I'm just gonna face tank him. Let's see how far we can push this. Okay, so we got him down to a quarter of his health in 2 or 3 hits. Okay, we got 5 endurance charges up. We have this one up. We got fortify up. He's down to half. Let's keep using our charges. Oh, Golem is down. That was actually a bit of life regen. And we are using enough mana now that we could actually pop our potion or a mana flask for some extra life gain. Yes, that still sounds weird. Okay, final stage. Actually gonna use the flask now because very low on mana. But we're face tanking Daresso. We are face tanking Daresso. This is so much different from the shadow. This is just I cannot carry this. It's almost like this is just a completely different game now. Let's see, put that one on the floor, this one to the side. Yeah. And now we can grab the Eye of Desire. And that's in 12 minutes. Not quite bad. So let's sell some stuff and see if we can grab the next waypoint. Okay, not useful, not useful. All different weapon types that we don't care about. Strength and dex, well, I have dex and int and that's what I need. So, cold damage on attacks is nice. But, yeah. Okay.
I'm watching you.
We got a little bit of currency and coins, and that's Arc, which is a blue gem, so it's gonna be in here. And then we move on. Waypoints, a crystal vein. And then we have a chat with Lady Diala. Here, there you go. Travel to the Belly of the Beast. Yes, in the laser beam. We can tank the laser beam. It does not hurt us. Dire Fangs. So I think the harvest was level 42, 43. Was level 40. No, probably level 40. So that would make Malachi level 42. So I'm already on level for the Malachi fight. Which is gonna be good. It's gonna be harder to find level appropriate gear. So I'm probably gonna run him in the gear we got now. Unless we find something really nice in the upcoming bits. I did spend a little bit of time just master crafting my gear, so it's in a reasonable shape. So yeah, I'm basically fixing my resistances, which are now just maxed by default, even without the endurance charges. I used to have a pretty gaping hole in my lightning resists. Also, ancestral knowledge, that's useful because that means we can continue bumping our blasphemy gem. And that is gonna give us a larger aura on our warlord's markers aura blossomy thing. So let's take this way. Ooh, hello there, guys. Yeah. So one of the side effects of being surrounded by shooter types like these, and the same goes for the shooters in the Lunaris temple. Ooh, I actually procced consecrated ground with my gloves. I took a crit and I popped a word of light. But if you get attacked by groups of enemies that shoot a lot of projectiles at you, the Juggernaut keystone that you get an endurance charge for at 20% of the times that you get hit. If they shoot a lot at you, that will basically guarantee you that your endurance charges are gonna creep up and stay up rather quickly. So that's actually an extra defensive measure on top of everything, which is nice. I approve of it. Let's see what's here. Ooh, ice, lots of ice, lots of ice, lots of ice. Ooh, Perandus, boys. And we cleared it. Ooh, or perfusing and some coins. I approve. More wisdom. I can use wisdom. I pick up quite a bunch of rares that need IDing. And the belly of the beast. But just this is a rather speedy playstyle, mostly limited by just my movement speed. It almost feels like one of those overpowered builds that I sometimes see the Twitch streamers use. Just mowing through legions of enemies with lots of... Well, no, basically with a very well put together build that they traded to get a lot of specific uniques for to enable the build. Or just insanely broken skill combinations that are hilarious to use and actually pretty efficient at clearing things. I think Earthquake Juggernaut might also end up as one of those, because it clears really well. And so far it clears rather safely. Only issue having been Izaro in the labyrinth so far. Yeah, it was a bit of a tricky fight. But on the other hand, I did manage to beat him and survive before he got nerfed, so I'm actually rather happy with that. Because it just shows how strong the build is. And that, if you play it well, you can push it rather far in completely weird situations or very dangerous situations. Because the labyrinth is just completely out of proportions with the rest of the game. Jeweler's box. We want to magicify one die. Oh, coins. I like coins. Yes, please, more coins. So here, have a totem. No spawns or anything. How many coins do we have? 78. I think that's all from this box. So, jewelers, just do it. Do it! And there. Okay, and we get an Onyx amulet. How's the 2-stone? Oh, it's 15%, that's okay. Chest is locked. Yay, we have a broken chest. Unfortunately. Still happens sometimes, not quite sure why. The other day as well when playing with some friends. Ooh, quartz flask, I don't think I've got that one yet. So, I used to give only facing, Now it also gives you 10% chance to dodge attacks and spells, so it's a very defensively responsible skill to use. Given that I'm basically running 2 quicksilvers where I could probably run with a single one and then have a utility flask on the last button, I might give the quartz flask a look. And eventually I'll want a granite flask just to boost my armor even further through the roof. You, what is the knee breaker? Boom. He was the key to open up the hoard. And there's another one. Nice. So, it's not a lot of coins in here. Also, they actually do quite some damage. Here, let's counterattack. What? Who are you? There was a name there. Seluna, the Vault Sentry. I don't think she's sentrying any longer. Brasmol, that was also a lower level one, wasn't it? Yes, level 27. Okay. Ooh, I approve of the coins. Oh yeah, I do. Here, I have a totem. I'll just collect these coins here. Okay, but this loot explosion of coins, I actually would wish that they had a similar mechanic when picking up coins as they have in Diablo 3. Where you click one coin, it will hoover up all items of the same type, so that would be all the coins in the nearby area, just to speed up the process of picking up all that loot. Because this might just look fancy, but it's just a whole bunch of clicking that doesn't really progress the game in a meaningful way. Well, besides accumulating more coins. Ooh, Piety. Let's see how fast this goes. So, I have 0 chaos resistance, of course. Here, let's see if we can tank her. See if we can tank her. See? This is ludicrous. This is ludicrous. So, I drank a single sip of my life flask when she hit me 2 times with the beam and there was some degen stacked. And I sipped the Zervi's last breath once when my mana was half as well on top of that. And I just kept the Enduring Cry up. Of course, I lost the golem because... Oh, it's a golem. That's why. But yeah, I keep trying to push how far I can tank this character. Might kill me at some point, but it is very nice to know how fast you can push it and still be safe or in control of the situation. Because then you can gauge challenges better and know your ability to withstand them. And there's still, of course, the big mystery factor of the labyrinth, because I've only run it once so far, and that was on normal with this guy. I haven't played any of my old characters, and my other old characters are for social occasions, and I don't really play them a lot. So I'm very curious to see how this is gonna shake out on Cruel. Because so far most of the other boss encounters have been far more dangerous on Cruel than they were on normal. And well, I nearly died on normal. So yeah. It could get ugly. In a similar way as I was slightly wary of doing Calm and Daresso on Merciless. And I was actually proven right when I lost one of my shadows to Merciless Daresso, of course. But we keep pushing. So far I'm very happy with what I see. Let's see, we want increased AoE for our Earthquake. because then it hits even more enemies.
Still I live.
And also, it's going to increase mana cost by 40%, which we actually want, just to benefit from Zerfi's Last Breath. This is going into very interesting directions now. But interesting directions are going to have to wait, because next episode we're going to go after Malachi. So stay tuned, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.